We are here with Veronika Golodneva and Vaidotas Lacitis. They are dancing together from 2007, and last year they have been finalists in all the major events such as Grandslams and World Championship. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Hello, fine, thank you.
How are you feeling? Are you feeling energetic? Are you feeling...
For sure energetic. Of course there is a little bit of stress, it's normal. If you don't have it, then it's probably not good for me. So I feel positive.
Is this your first time in Romania?
No, I guess second one.
Second.
We've been here probably
more.
3.
We've been to Mishwara, we danced competition in
yeah,
Bucharest. I've been
in
here
Bucharest,
before.
for me it's the
In
second.
Dance Masters we danced once. I danced as well.
Well, this year it's a Grand Slam, and I'm just wondering, is it different for you when you dance a Grand Slam rather than a open normal competition? Do you treat it differently?
Of course,
Of
maybe.
course, psychologically, they're all strongest couple here. When you can, I don't think you can find it in any World Open. Still, of course, every competition we try to do our best. So we cannot say that we're not trying to do or to dance good in other comps. But psychologically, of course, it's.
And in terms of preparation before the comp, is it the same, or do you do different practices, different training sessions?
It's more or less the same, I should say. Maybe
same.
we try to concentrate, as it's not a full final. We shouldn't dance all final dances in a row. We try to concentrate more maybe on the length of the dance, not that much on the stamina of all 5 dances.
Oh, that's interesting. So less on stamina and more on quality.
Let's say
That's interesting.
As there are solo dances anyway, and that differs a little bit from the solo dances of World Open. Maybe we try to shift our priorities a little bit.
Yeah. Right.
Still, of course, the World Open also had 2 solo dances.
But they are different,
Yeah.
Yeah, Quickstep is the same.
Quickstep and Faststep.
Nice. I just want to know you a bit more, and I'm curious, how did you start dancing together? And when did you start dancing in the first place?
You start, I start. I started dancing when I was small. It was in kindergarten, actually. I went by myself. I just don't know why. I decided to sign up, and so that's how I started.
And how did you fall in love? Like what made you fall in love with this dance?
Maybe for the beginning, I thought it was fun, but then I started to dance. My first partner, which I had been dancing with her for 12 years, was my first teacher's daughter. Then very soon I realized that it's not fun at all. It's hard work. But as we were successful for them from the very beginning, let's say, so I continued. But it wasn't, let's say, it was fun at the comp, but she made us work hard like crazy from the very beginning.
Wow, I bet.
Yeah, so it wasn't just, it was sports from beginning.
And how about you, Veronika?
It was my decision totally. Nobody affected me, so I just found out where we have a studio in our small city in Russia, and I just asked my mom to bring me to the dancing school, and it was totally my decision.
And
I was already 10 years old, so my peers has already started since 6 years old, so I started quite late, I should say. But I had a bigger motivation to compensate those years which I missed. So I was a hard worker, I should say.
Well, I can see. How did you start dancing together? How did the story start?
It was actually, I was first.
He found me.
Yeah, I found her. Yeah, I found. Actually, not me. It was my friend who suggested me, advised me to call Veronika. At that moment, I was with our father, and I was, say, on the edge. I didn't know if I'm gonna continue dancing or I didn't know.
So
my friend said, yeah, there's one nice girl, and his like proposal that he liked her. He said, so you can dance with her, you will be dancing, and I'll try dating her. But So
was
she thought it's gonna be win-win situation, but in the end I started dancing, then dating, and then we got married. Yes.
And your friend, is he upset on you or?
Yeah, it was. I think it was joke. Like it was. Of course, I'm joking, but yeah, he said, "Let's do like that."
And how was the first tryout? Did you
Nah.
how did you feel?
No.
Honestly, yeah, I was dancing with a previous partner, of course. I was doing ballroom, but my wish deep inside was to do or Latin or then dances, because honestly, I used to dance only Latin before. Then I shifted to ballroom, but
Okay.
still inside I wanted to continue Latin.
Yeah. So first year, I think she hated the world. She hated the dancing.
But I didn't have an
myself.
option to dance Latin. I mean, there was no free boys who would like to continue to dance with me Latin. So we decided to organize a tryout. Yeah. And honestly, I wasn't the happiest person that day. But day by day, I would say, I
Fell in
calmed
love.
down and I left my idea about dancing Latin.
Do
So
you
I'm doing only ballroom now.
And do you sometimes still feel the need to dance Latin?
I don't feel the need to dance, but maybe I still have it in me. As I'm saying, sometimes I still have Latin soul more.
I know because I'm a Latin
Really?
girl. Yes, I used to dance Latin, and I couldn't dance ballroom. When I used to dance ballroom and do the walk to the partner, I was doing some sort of rumba walk instead of yeah. So
I also
get it.
actually had some habits from Latin. I think I was
When I started
too much
dancing, she was
separated.
everywhere,
in
like
the
I said,
upper
oh, you're
part.
like a fish. Like we do the position, and she's like sliding. Like.
I couldn't stay calm for sure, like it's supposed to be in ballroom.
And,
But then in the end, turned out to be an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I hope.
what about you, Vaidotas? Did you dance Latin as well?
I did.
Yes. And how was that?
I was actually, I think, in semi-final or first to miss the final in junior too. Yeah, it was a long time ago, and but honestly, I didn't like it.
No.
To watch, I liked it. I loved it, but to dance, I didn't.
So you do not have a Latin soul like Veronika.
Second half, I felt I'm doing my best. I feel like my body is moving a lot, and I watch the mirror and it's like I'm staying still. Nothing happens. Then I realize it's not for me.
And what do you love the most about ballroom dancing? Standard, maybe.
Many things. My first that we dance in contact manner, really that energy.
It makes it harder actually.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And restrict a little bit the freedom. But if to speak about positive things in ballroom, I think there are a lot of fulfillment in the ballroom. I mean, emotional one. I think because of that you cannot express yourself that much by moving separately from each other. You have to intensify these interactions and communications inside the couple to show this connection of man and woman still being how to say, in the connection, but at the same time in the different spaces.
Wow. They are beautiful words, because my last teacher, she was also very passionate about connection as well. So I think that's the most beautiful part of any type of dancing, the connection with the floor, with the partner, with the music.
Yeah. With each other.
And now I'm curious a bit about your schedule. How do you practice? I mean, do you do stretching sessions? Maybe there are some dancers that are doing ballet as well. How are your sessions? Like, what do you do normally?
I used to do ballet before, but maybe I still have some basis of it. I still continue to do some. We both try to do stretching exercises, as an extra activity, we have like physical preparation, and sometimes we also add kind of physical preparation, but not, let's say, not in a sport place, but in a dancing hall with dancing shoes. So we introduce some exercises from Ballroom. We do it like a stamina practice.
Very interesting. And before going to a competition, let's say in China or in I don't know, in a faraway place with a different time zone, do you have a certain type of preparation before to get used to the time zone, to the place you're going to?
Actually, no. I think once we tried, but it didn't work for us.
Once we did when there was the championship in Australia. Oh my God!
Wow!
We arrived there 1 week before. We spent there 1 week. We thought we would get used to the time zone and everything. In the end, turned out it was horrible. Yeah. So after that, we couldn't practice, let's say, normally, because there was no, let's say, studio or not our home studio. So still, I got cold, I got sick. First, we just arrived. First evening, I decided I will go jogging after the flight. I never do that, but somehow I decided that I have to do it. After the jogging, next day I had cramp, I had pain in my legs because different muscles were working. So.
And how did you manage to perform if you were in a such, let's say,
performance was not the best?
No, the performance was awful. But even if we have any struggles in competition when you go on the floor, you try to hide it. But that championship wasn't good. We didn't dance, we didn't do our best performance, for sure. Then in the end we decided the best way is to come 1 day before.
Okay.
Yeah, you come so the body doesn't get shocked. It doesn't know where you are. You do the comp and then you go back.
You right away.
Yes, so you should.
Yeah, we found.
It's like,
found out
for us it's the best way.
Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. Now I'm curious a bit. Let's go a bit into like personal life, because I'm curious, and I bet many of our listeners are curious as well. How do you manage to have a happy married life and also a successful partnership? What happens if you fight, or how do you deal with fights and with discussions and stuff like that?
I should say quite easy for us, maybe.
Yeah.
Because we learn how to separate the dancing life and private life, and we try not to bring the conflicts or whatever, like discussions to home. Let's say like this. We try to leave it there in the dancing hall.
Yeah, and then I don't think we keep the anger for long. I mean,
Yeah,
I
for
forgive
sure.
immediately. Like Veronika, I forgive in like 1 minute, and then I don't care for what dancing is. Even in dancing, life is the same. So if we fight in the dancing, so maybe she's sometimes more emotional, but it's normal. She's the woman.
It's because she likes Latin as well.
She's more emotional. It's normal woman. So I stay more calm. And
somehow, we learn how to deal with it, but in the end of the day we realize that we have common goal and there is no sense to fight for long, and it's easier to find a solution or to find some compromise in order to make our work easier and to fix something what we should fix in the dancing or in our relations, and it will give an advantage.
yeah, fight doesn't bring you anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the point? You fight in the end.
Of course, it happens. Of course, it's natural. We have a lot of stress. We have fatigue and so on and so forth.
I find her funny when she fights. Sometimes she says something and it doesn't make sense. And I think, oh my god. Okay.
In 1
I start
minute,
laughing.
it doesn't have sense for me as well. But you know, sometimes
At that moment, I learned.
you just
Before
need
was
to
like,
shut
what
up.
are you talking about? Now I watch. I know that in 1 minute she will regret, or in 5 minutes. depends. I mean, then I see her face like eyes like, I didn't mean that, or
That means you're not very stubborn.
No, I'm not.
That's good.
I learned how to accept my mistakes.
I think we both learn because
Yeah.
naturally I'm stubborn. I used to be very stubborn, but I think Veronika changed me. I was very stubborn, but no, I'm just my right. It's only my truth, and but then life changed me.
I think, generally ballroom dancing and this communication, daily communication of man and woman, it teaches you many things. It teaches you
I think
how
if you
to
survive, like
communicate
we laugh, if you
in a
survive
wiser way.
stamina, you can survive anything.
Yeah.
Stamina is the practice is the most stressful. You know, you feel uncomfortable and the stress. If you can deal during stamina, then the marriage.
Yeah, actually, it's like
It's our joke.
maybe for other people it sounds like not dancers. Maybe it sounds strange, like wow, stamina is so serious for you. Yeah, it is because you have to go through many things while doing the stamina, and generally while you're preparing for some important competitions and while you're suffering some stress or losses. Yeah.
Wow. Actually, we have a question from our audience because they know we're having an interview with you guys. And one of the questions was regarding how do you deal with stress in competitions, especially for you, Veronika, because our friend from our audience said that you smile very nicely on the dance floor, and you are always such a sunshine. And how do you manage to cope with the stress on the competition day and still be so graceful and smiling? And
Thank you. First of all, nice to hear it. How to say? I think all of us have this kind of level of stress, and I always feel big responsibility during the competition day, but I have some certain techniques how to deal with it. I learned how to deal with it because I should say that I have quite high level of stress, but somehow during the day the stress level releases. And at the final round, normally I feel myself more sure, let's say, or I got used to this, state of my body, state of my mind. Therefore, probably it looks like I'm relaxed and graceful because it's really coming from the inside. When I'm performing in the final, I feel that positive energy normally because it's already like a fest for me, because you're performing and normally in a nice hall, the supportive audience, everything is well prepared. Normally you have very nice dress, so I'm just trying to enjoy all those things.
well, let's hope
And get it natural.
let's hope the audience tonight will cheer and be happy. So, so the audience obviously has a huge impact. What about music? Do you prefer like a DJ music or like a live orchestra, or?
Oh, it depends on the song.
On the song?
Yeah,
You treat it differently.
Yeah, I mean, depends on the song. Sometimes the band can be amazing, sometimes the DJ. For me personally, I don't have preference.
And in terms of, you mentioned.
Not song melody, maybe melody, not only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned a bit earlier about going through difficult times and sacrifices, maybe. How do you get past all these moments? Like, what makes you? What is your drive? What makes you go forth in this lifestyle in the end?
I think you can answer this question better.
Maybe I'm that kind of person when you have struggles. So first, I don't like to give up. So this is maybe the main reason. It's just my character, me personally. If you have, if I quit, then means I give up.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, is not right for the sportsman, even for a human being. I mean, you should always keep reaching for the best, for your goal, for your dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even on the wall, we have a kind of sentence. In our practice hall, we have a sentence like,
Studio, yeah.
in the studio, winners are not people who never fail, but winners are the people who never quit.
Yes.
So we always have it as a reminder,
So during the stamina.
especially during the stamina. Yeah.
We're joking. We're not that afraid of stamina. It's just more like a fun
Yeah,
for
yeah,
us,
yeah, yeah.
like a joke.
I should add that Vaidotas is really a very positive thinking person, and I'm more pessimist, let's say. Yeah, I tend to think
With you, I
more
became more
dramatic.
realistic. I was all optimist. Now I'm more realistic. Like.
But I was always like surprised how he manages to maintain this level of positiveness despite any situation, any hard situation he has in his life, or he's struggling, or doesn't matter what, he still stays positive.
I try to.
He teaches
More
me
clever I
this a bit.
become, less positive. I am.
Maybe she will become more
I'm,
positive.
I'm joking. Yeah. So I think we found the middle. Yes.
Well, life is all about balance and
Yeah.
finding, you know.
There's always, I think, bright side. You
Bright
can-
side,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. There is.
We have a preference, not a preference, sorry, priority, our goal. So if you really want to reach something, I mean, not only result. If you want to be each day better than you were the previous day, I think it will always motivate you. For me, it's the best motivator.
And in terms of the artistic side, has it ever happened to you to lose the artistic feel?
During the dance, you mean?
Maybe moments in your career?
Yeah,
or,
there was, of
Yeah.
course, when you are too much concentrated on the quality of dancing, improving some technical things. Of course, it might kill, or it was, and it killed the emotion, the feeling. But we try to balance. In the end, we say, okay, that's it. Technique is one, emotional
You
side,
need
the
to
art is
restart
another one.
sometimes.
Yes, so we try to balance. Sometimes we watch the competition, oh my god, like a robot. Sometimes opposite is, let's say, emotional, and there is no more structure of dancing. Not the structure, more.
I should say for me it happens sometimes when we have many competitions in a row. And let's say when you arrive at, let's say, fourth in a row, I already feel myself like by a robot more rather than dancer, because I know just that I start to do it not through the feeling more, but like through mechanical actions only.
And what I mean, how do you manage to get out of that state of mind and become again
Probably on the
your-
competition day it's hard to change something already, because you already feel stress a little bit, or you don't feel that so much passion. But after the competition we need to have several days off, let's say, and just to make
reboot?
yeah, exactly,
You
reboot.
restart, yeah.
Sometimes you have to have even 4 or 5 days rest, or at least you have to change the subject. You have to, let's say, to work on some other stuff or change the pilot.
And staying a bit into the inspirational field, who are your inspiration? Who are your idols? I mean, when you think about the perfect dancer, or I don't know, the perfect image of a dancer, who comes into your mind? It doesn't have to be from the dance sports field. It can be from any field.
I had, for me, maybe as I was, let's say, smaller, I always liked, I cannot say only one, I liked a lot Fabio Salvi, how he danced a lot. Probably he wasn't first, but for me, in my personal idea, was the favorite. Then I liked Andrew Simpkins. And it was when I was very small. Andrew Simpkins and maybe Luca Baricchi. So that moment. Then lately, of course, my idol was Mirko Gozzoli, and as well, it's a student of Fabio Salvi. Yeah, so let's say maybe lately he was like, he had that maybe full package of the dancer, which I admire.
Yes, we had the honor to work with Mirko and Edita quite recently, and they were amazing. Such a professional couple, and just amazing. And how about you, Veronika?
I started to think about it, and I should say that I have maybe a combination of people, of dancers, which complete the total image of my idol. I can name them, but at the same time I cannot name them because in this set there are also, let's say, even our competitors which were in the same final, and even the dancers who are let's say not even in semi or 24. Yeah, I should say that I have some, and probably it's more like a set of some different parts, and features and treats.
Then let me help you a bit with the question. So if you cannot pinpoint some people, ladies, maybe you can tell me what are the traits of those ladies, like what you are looking for in a lady.
First of all, I'm looking for, maybe it sounds too feministic, but I like when the lady express her own personality. I mean, when the lady is not just a shadow of the man, but I prefer the look of a quite strong lady in the couple. Strong, I mean, not in terms of physical power, but in expressing her own personality, and showing her own emotions, and
I love that.
and
She's a Latin girl.
So,
And for you,
of course, I should mention that, of course, the first idol for me is my teacher, Vaidotas, who, no doubt, she has a very strong personality on the floor. And also, I have other lady in my mind when I'm thinking about it. It's Tanya Kelet, her teacher Alexandra Bucharelli, so Karen Hilton, I should say.
Karen, she was Latin girl as well. She was a combination.
Yeah.
Indeed. Very nice. And what about you, Vaidotas?
You mean the dancers?
In terms of the characters of a man, what do you like in a male dancer?
Maybe I say technical side is one thing. I like the performance, artistic side. It's like the main things. Yeah, artistic side and yeah.
And this is one of my last questions. It's a more emotional, let's say, question. If you can go back to your 12-year-old self, knowing the things you know today, what advice would you give to yourself?
I would change that. No.
Maybe like a friendly advice, or like
To myself?
Yeah.
Yes.
To myself, what?
You, Vaidotas, from now, meeting your 12-year-old self.
No, I was joking. Just not to waste time.
Yeah.
Not to waste time. Many things I think I wasted many times, and I thought, yeah, not to waste time. Do all the things what I'm doing, what I've been doing lately, but just start doing better.
And for me, probably the advice would be, if you start doing something, keep on doing it, and don't change your goals, let's say. Because I had some periods...
I mean, you wanted to continue Latin, yeah?
It's not only about that.
Yeah, if you're Latin, don't switch to both, yeah?
Sometimes I gave up in the middle of the way, let's say. So it's not only about dancing. So if you start to do something, keep on doing it until the last moment.
And don't waste time and stop being lazy. I think it's connected.
Yes. Thank you so much, and good luck, the very best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
You're gonna be charming on the dance floor. and cannot wait to cheer for you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank
It's a
you.
pleasure.
Thank you.